What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after lies of PayPal and ScamPhil. That's right, folks. And Phil did not have a particularly good day in support. That's right. And of course, let's not mention the fact that Phil is feeling down. He's feeling depressed. He's upset. Yes, he is. And we all know why. Hashtag TeamDivorce. That's right, folks. Don't forget, there's still some available coin left. If you're looking to buy, definitely consider buying TeamDivorce. Don't forget, folks, 50% of all marriages end in divorce. So whether it be today, tomorrow, 5 days from now, or 5 years from now, TeamDivorce will pay off. That's right, folks. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 26th of September, 2023. A good variety streaming day, a solid day, to say the least. I really enjoyed myself. Let's talk about what I did, because not only was it gameplay, but I did a bonus thing today that you'd like to know about, perhaps. So, earlier today on the Level 1 podcast, we had interesting topics to cover. In fact, there is a really big news story regarding Mortal Kombat 1 that developed that I talked about, and I don't know how many people have actually covered it, because it's weird that both NetherRealm and Ed Boon and no one's talking about this. And it's weird because there's factual evidence that there is a huge problem with Mortal Kombat 1 right now that no one's talking about, and I'm really scratching my head about this one and wondering why. If there's a cover-up or whatever, I don't know. But I talk about that, many other news stories, and a lot of Q&A on today's Level 1 podcast. Give it a look. Today we could...
By the way, I did want to talk about that. So I love how Phil bitches about people wildly speculating about his impending divorce. And yeah, that's right, folks. Your boy Duty's pretty sure that it is divorce. But he talks trash and belittles people for talking about or speculating on what may be going on with him, right? And he calls us mouth jewelers and mentally deranged and all those lovely things that Phil likes to call his detractors. But he's doing it right here with this Mortal Kombat story. Now he's talking about, is there a potential cover-up? Are they covering something up? Is there a scandal? Pretty soon he's going to be calling for the CEO to be hauled off to jail and prosecuted for war crimes. Phil, the reason why nothing's been done is because I'm pretty sure they don't know what happened yet. They're probably still digging into the data to see what exactly is going on. Just because something was posted on Reddit doesn't make it factual. Now, mind you, it may be true. There may be an issue with the game, but it could be something that just slipped through testing. It's just something they didn't catch, and they have to look into it. They essentially have to get their developers to look into it to see what it is before they just have a knee-jerk response and say, oh yeah, we think something's broken, but we still need to figure it out. No, they're going to dig into it. They're going to see what happens, and then they're going to put a statement out there on what the issue is and then what they're going to do to remediate it. For them to come out and just talk about this makes no sense whatsoever, Phil. And yet again, for someone that went to college and has a business degree, you don't understand how businesses operate. It's just that's just not how it's done. But I just love how you complain and bitch about your detractors speculating about you, and you're sitting here doing the same exact thing.
Continued on with Lies of P. My third straight day playing the game. Today we headed into Chapter 7, which was a really fun chapter because it was 2 stages in one. This first half was the mall, which is called the arcade in this game. So it's all shopping centers and stuff overrun with mutations. And then in the second half, you end up at the Grand Emporium, which seemed to be like a festival or a museum or some kind of... It reminded me like the World's Fair, where they were celebrating technology and things like that. But again, this is overrun with bloodthirsty monsters, robots, and other things. And a big epic boss fight at the end. So a full 3-hour stream. I went a little bit late to finish the boss, and we did it all in one setting. It was nice, but I'm wondering... It was funny because I was wondering... how long is this game? And people were saying it could be up to 30 hours. I'm like, well, how could that be? I was already done with Chapter 6, and we were only like, 12, 13 hours in. And apparently the game's only 11 chapters long. Well, now I know why. These later chapters are much longer. It really felt like I played 2 chapters today, when really I only played 1. It went well. People enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the videos on demand. There'll be more of that coming later this week, which I can't wait for because the game's great. Okay? The late stream tonight was Starfield resuming with more chill fun with the UC Vanguard plotline. That's one of the major faction quests in the game. Really interesting mystery plotline. Lots of combat against terror morphs tonight and monsters and things like that. Big twists revealed. Interesting choices that I made. And overall, it was a great chill session. I had a lot of conversation with my audience. It was a good one. Overall, today was decent. We did not hit all the goals that I had hoped. I was hoping to hit the tier 1 tips goal on both streams. We hit it on the first one, not the second. But it's not the end of the world, all right? I will say this. I'm hoping to have 650 members this week. We had 650 members. We lost that because a bunch expired, and we didn't get any real new ones today. So now we're in jeopardy that maybe tomorrow, if we lose some more, we won't hit that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But overall, I had a good day. It was a good variety day. Now, at the end of the day, I just finished recording a movie review.
Yeah, Phil, no one really cares about your movie review. You did it with Super Mario Brothers, and it was just terrible. I tried actually doing a react to your review, and I just gave up. I couldn't. After the first 3 minutes of you essentially just doing, telling us what the story is line for line, it was just pointless. If I wanted to, that's not a react, Phil. That's essentially just, you telling the story in verbal form. That's what it is. Anyway, but to circle back regarding his tips, that's right. Our boy Phil's tier 1 tip goal streak ended at 1. That's right. He hit the tier 1 tip goal on the first stream, but of course failed to do so on Scamfield, or should I say Starfield. Yeah, Phil, this business of you just setting up these daily goals are just you really need to stop it. It looks bad, Phil. I'm not sure what happened. Well, I kind of have an idea of what's going on, but if you guys notice, his begging has gone back to the way it was before the whole Moist Critical scoring issue that occurred last year. Remember when Moist Critical called out Phil and Phil reformed and no longer was a beggar, right? That's all long gone now. He just doesn't care. And he's trying to be sneaky about it, but the more sneaky he tries to be, the more obvious it just seems that he's begging. And it's pretty shitty. I mean, him doing this consistent audit on his dents where he's continuously harping on tips. Now, if you watch his streams, it's literally every 20 minutes he mentions tips, memberships, and support. It's just like, hey guys, don't forget we have these goals. Let's make sure we hit them. And I would say it's probably worse than what it was previously. Like before, he would mention tips and support, but it was more along the lines of guilt tripping people. Like he would guilt trip. Like if he only had $5 and 2 hours passed, he'd be like, "Oh guys, I've only hit $5, But now it's just like on point. It almost seems like a part of his segment during his podcast of just continuously telling people about his goals and how and how it should hit. I mean, he was under 600 members when OIC came in and dropped in 70 members the other day. And if it wasn't for that, there would be no way he's hitting that 650. And we all know there's coordination between him and his whales. I'm pretty sure that OIC dropped them a note and said, "Hey, I'm going to be dropping 70 members, so don't worry about it. You can make your goal 650." And it's always interesting. The goal is exactly what it is. If Phil needs $50 and he's down, $20 or $25, there is some anonymous tip that comes in for $25 and gets Phil exactly at $50. It's so coincidental. But yeah, Phil, you're just pathetic, man. It's to the point where I'm embarrassed for you. Like, it's bad when your detractors are embarrassed for you, and it is. It is. You don't need to mention it. I thought you were making some progress after the whole Moist Critical thing. He embarrassed you, and you reformed your ways. You were making some changes, but I guess the beg and it's the allure of the beg and just asking and begging and trying to squeeze your dents for as much money as you can just is something that is it's like an addiction for you, I guess. I don't know what's going on. It could be TeamDivorce. It could be divorce. It could be that he's prepping up to pay for lawyers and all this other stuff and he needs some extra cash. That could be it. That's why the beg is becoming expensive. I mean, but of course, we'll have to wait and see for that.
of Halloween 2018. That is the first in the new reboot trilogy of Halloween that happened over the last several years. And that movie review will be found tonight over on DSP Reacts. If you've been waiting for new movie reviews, it's time to get into Halloween horror spirit. I'll be doing 5 horror movie reviews over the next month, and this is the first one. So I hope you'll give it a look, and there will be more for Halloween Kills and Ends over the course of October, plus 2 Scream movies I'll be reviewing as well. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think. However, I was annoyed. I filmed the whole review. I go to watch it. My microphone malfunctioned in the middle of it. I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding. So I had to redo the whole review from scratch. I hope the review is still good for you guys, because I hope I still hit upon all the points that I wanted to do in the first take. I might have forgotten some stuff, or maybe I added some stuff. I hope it's good for you. Let me know what you think over there on DSP Reacts, okay? Tomorrow is my final consecutive streaming day of the week, and it's a unique one, because tomorrow is the release of the second DLC character for Street Fighter 6 called Aki. She is supposed to be the apprentice of Fang from Street Fighter 5, a poison-based assassin. Sounds interesting. I really haven't done much research regarding her. Tonight, once the maintenance ends in Street Fighter 6, I'm going to see if maybe some people are playing with her or streaming with her so I can learn some basics. And then tomorrow, all day long, Street Fighter 6 on the first stream, we'll be taking her into the tutorial trials to learn her basics of her special moves and some basic combos. We'll probably do the challenge mode where you do all the combo trials, see if we can learn some strategies there. Then we'll be taking her into casual and play matches to learn some basics and try to get some viable stuff online. And then we'll be going into true ranked online play after the fact. So that's the first stream, and then the late stream, more Aki. The whole goal tomorrow is to determine, do I like this character? Is this someone I want to continue with and get better with and rank her up, possibly to master? Or do I just want to learn a basic understanding of how she plays so I know what to expect, but maybe I don't want to continue? That's kind of what happened with Rashid, who was the first DLC character over a month ago. I played with him, and I did good with him, actually. If you remember, I placed in Diamond, and I ended up, if I remember, ranking up to like 3-star Diamond in the first session, and I could have easily continued with him, but I decided against it because I didn't really feel like he was my style. But because I had used him, I knew his strategies, and now I can fight against Rashid pretty effectively because I know what I'm doing. Kind of the same thing here with Aki. Let's learn the basics. Let's try to get good with her, see if we can figure it out. And if I like her, I'll continue to use her. If not, we'll probably just go back to the characters that I've gotten in master level and play matches with them instead. So it's all about Aki tomorrow. I hope you will join me for a chill level 1 podcast, followed by quite a lot of Street Fighter 6 over the course of tomorrow. It should be a great way to end the week, and I sure hope that you will come and support the streams. Listen, I know it's Street Fighter 6, some people are burnt out, but it is a new character, and I'd like to finish my streaming week solid with a great day of great gameplay and support if possible. So if you could show up and support those streams, thank you in advance. That is it. I'm not...
Oh lordy, that's right, folks. It's time, when the support is slow, it's time to go back and milk what you can milk. That's right. You got to go back to the Street Fighter cow, and hopefully Haseo, Jack Raxter, and the other dents will come out and support Street Fighter, because of course that's, you know, Game Checker's no longer around to drop his $30 dono. So yeah, again, Phil, there's no point in you trying to milk Street Fighter. Why are you playing it the whole day? And then on top of it, Friday's coming around. You're going to be playing it Friday night, doing Friday night fights. This is like a 5-month-old game, Phil. It's boring, it's stale, it's dry. And the last few times you played it, you didn't really get that kind of support. So just because it's a new character, Aki, which you're going to hate. You're going to hate Aki, Phil. You're going to hate it because you're not going to know how to play it. It's not really your style. You're used to playing with those fat, brawling, disgusting characters like Blanca and E Honda. Those are your type of styles. Yeah, you're going to bitch and complain the whole day about Aki. I did watch some game footage today with her. And yeah, you're not gonna like it, Phil. It's gonna be quite funny. But of course, you know, when you need the tips and you need support, and you got really nothing else going for you except for Liza P, you go back to PayPal. You know, God forbid you play something new. You play Baldur's Gate. You play something interesting out there. You know, God forbid you spend any money on a new game. You'll just continue playing a 5-month-old boring game, and at that, you're gonna play it twice. You're gonna play it in your morning and your night stream. So much for being a variety content creator, Phil. Anyway, the interesting thing here is that he didn't bring up the fact that, you know, he's sad and upset which is interesting. I guess he's tired of people asking him about it and all the speculation that's occurring. So maybe he came to the realization that maybe he should just shut up and not talk about it anymore. And of course, there's always the possibility that this was all bullshit, nothing really was wrong, and he was just trying to garner some sympathy tips, which is, Phil's MO. Don't forget the bad back. Well, don't forget the neck that turned into the bad back, that turned into the headache, and then turned into the neck pain. Don't forget that a few weeks ago. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.